In this video, we're going to cover the AutoClore System employee phone app. We're going to cover everything from logging into the system and going into all the different categories. One thing about this app, definitely the more you use it, I think the more you will find it valuable to you out in the field. Whether or not you're an account executive trying to get machine information to a particular customer, or a route sales technician trying to get product information for a future sale, or even an installer looking up dosing rates for a particular product. As time goes on, AutoClore will add even more features to this app, including more training opportunities for all of us. First thing you're going to do after you have downloaded the AutoClore app is log in with your AutoClore email. Next, you will put your password in. This password is going to be unique for the AutoClore app. It will not be related to any other password that you have, and you will get your password from your administrator. Another thing to note here is that the app will time out after 90 days, so that error screen that just popped there might show up for you if you haven't used this app in 90 days. You'll become inactive, and at that point in time you'd have to get back with your admin to reactivate you. Definitely recommended that after you get this app up and going on your phone, and that you go ahead and use it quite often. First part we're going to get in here is just the main screen, and just this is just an introduction to the overall purpose of the app. I do know in the future they have quite a few plans to add additional training materials to the app itself. As we get into the main screen, we're going to come across a few categories. As you can see, there's quite a few of them. You have chemicals, some training, SDS sheets, brochures, chemical product selector. So there's quite a few different categories that are in here. In this video, we're going to go over the top menus that will help you get started in this app. The first menu is the feedback screen. In this area is a section that you can provide feedback to the folks that are behind the app itself. And so if you find some technical information that might be missing, or you have a suggestion to add some additional product information, machine information, this is a great place here to put it. And you can put all the information in and hit send, and that will create a ticket and they can start working on it. These next two areas are going to be probably your most used areas for this app. We're going to start off with the equipment menu, and as you can see, all the different style machines have their own category, and so we can go from under counter, single rack, doubles. Here if we go into the single rack, we see all the A4s, A5s, high temp machines. All single rack machines are in this one category. We go into the under counter, and you see all the different U34s, UHGs, same thing. We go into the doubles, all the configurations, glass washer, conveyors, AC44, AC66, all the VRX machines will have their own category. And then finally, there's a section for the different accessories that we can get. Anywhere from all the boosters to the D4 dispensers. We're going to click into one area of the machine menu, we're going to go into the single rack, and we'll click on the A4 top mount. All these features are going to be mirrored in all the machines that are in these categories. So the first part that will come up here is just basically kind of the highlights of the machine, all the features. Secondly, every machine has a parts manual attached to it. So this is a great resource if you're needing to find a particular part for one of your machines and you need to get back with your supervisor or manager or whoever does the ordering, so you can find the exact part along with the part number and name, help somebody in ordering anything that you needed. So here, just looking at a door area for the A4. I can zoom in on a particular part, take a picture of it if I wanted to, kind of highlight the actual item that I'm looking for. Then I could save it to my photos and then either text that over to somebody or send an email. The third section we're going to look at is the spec sheets. Again, every machine has its own spec sheet. This would be another great resource for you to be able to send to somebody that's interested in a particular machine, a general contractor, or somebody that needs specs for that machine. So here you can directly send it from the app, text it or email it to somebody, and they will have the spec sheet right there in front of them. The next category after you get past the spec sheet is the wiring diagram. This is a great resource if you're out in the field needing to talk to somebody over the phone, that you can pull up this wiring diagram, and it's going to be specific for each machine, and it's very helpful if you're trying to help somebody on some troubleshooting. Also, if you have this app yourself and you're out in the field, again, this is an area that you can pull up and do some diagnosing and some troubleshooting. Also, if you need to send the wiring diagram to somebody, you have the ability to forward it with the forwarding button at the bottom of the screen, and you can email it to them or you can send it as a text, and then they would have a copy of that wiring diagram. And finally, most of the machines will have a video to be a companion to this machine, so it will go over some basic maintenance items for it so that you can share it with somebody out in the field or a new hire coming on board. The next area we're going to spend some good amount of time in will be the chemical menu. We're going to dig into each one of these categories in detail. As you see, you have a commercial machine dishwashing section, a kitchen cleaning area, hand dishwash, sanitizers and disinfectants, commercial floor care, environmentally friendly solutions, ready to use, personal care solutions, on-premise laundry solutions, complete housekeeping solutions, room fresheners, and finally, brewery cleaning and supplies. We're going to go through a couple of these categories in more detail. It is highly recommended that you spend some time personally going through each one of these categories so you can see all the products available and how all the information is laid out. We're going to start off with commercial dish machine, just to give you an example of what is in this particular category. As you can see, all the mop products are in here, regular dish machine detergents, even your sanitizers will all be in this one category. So if you go in and click on one of the products, we'll do turbo. First thing that will pop up will be the product details. That'll give you some highlighted bullet points of the product, how it works. Next down will be the product information sheet. This one here is going to be even more detail as far as what the product is used for, full description of the product, how it is used, and product data. This sheet is available for all the products. Next we'll go into kitchen cleaning. And again, this is going to be another pretty broad category. It's going to have everything from degreasers, Ensure products, glass cleaner, but you can scroll down and see what's in there. Here we'll just take a look at the Ultra Degrease Supreme. And as you see, it's got a similar layout that the Turbo was. You'll have your product bullet points and then the product information sheet. On most all these chemicals going forward, one of the biggest takeaways on this product information sheet is you're going to have dosing ranges. So normally it'll set up for low soil to high soil. And so you'll be able to get your dosing ranges off this sheet right here. Also some good information as far as how to dispense the product and some best practices for cleaning procedures. We'll just go in and check on another product. Just to show you the similarities. So here's Pine Clean. And again, you've got your major bullet points, product information. Then you go into this page here. Again, you'll find your dosing recommendations. And all these sheets can be directly sent from the app by text or email to a potential customer if they wanted to get a sheet for a particular product. Again, just scrolling through some more of the categories. Here's all your sanitizers. There's a whole section for your floor care products. Environmentally friendly, EnviroPan, etc. you're ready to use. All your express items are going to show up in this area. So again, if you click on any one of these labels, the pattern is going to be the same as far as the product information, bullet points, all that's going to be there for each one of them. There's all the hand clean products. We definitely suggest going through all of these areas and familiarizing yourself with all the products that are in here. Next, we'll move on to SDS information. There's a couple different ways to get this information. So the first one is if you go into the product itself, there is a SDS sheet page in English and in Spanish just for that product. And so you have the ability from the app to forward it either by text message or an email, and it will only send that SDS sheet that you had open in the app at the time. There's another way to get the SDS sheets and product information. If you go back into your chemical area, click on one of the products. Here we're doing decarbonizer, but if you go down to where it says send files, now you're going to have the ability to send both of the SDS sheets in English and in Spanish and the product information sheet all in one email. So this prompt will come up when you hit send file. You can put your email address to the person that you're sending it to. And next part, you're going to have an actual branch number. All our branches have an assigned number from Memphis. Your branch manager should be able to provide that number to you. Then I'm just going to hit send. Now we can open up that email. And you see it's got all the professional looking addresses on it, and there's the product information sheet and the two SDS pages all attached in one email. And then finally, the third way to get your SDS sheets is to go into send files, and you can do multiple products at one time. So the format looks the same. You're going to put your person that you're sending the email to, then the branch number, and now when you come down to select items, you're going to get a menu. And it's pretty much going to be all the AutoCore products are in here. So you can go through, select as many as you want. What language do you want them sent as? And then if you send the sheets, they will be sent as an email. And now, as you see, all the products that I clicked are now together on that one email. So this is great for customers going to have multiple products. The next area we're going to cover is the chemical dosing support. This area is going to probably get more important as we get in more to the D4 dispensers. So over time, definitely get yourself familiar with this area. There's quite a few videos in there about how to set up a D4 dispenser, how to set up the scale, do the weighing. A lot of information is available in this section. The main thing I want to show you right now is for the dosing. So if you click there where it said for needle setup, you actually have another menu available to you that you can scroll down and pick out any category or any chemical that you want, and it's going to have a suggestion for the dosing amounts. So whether or not you're using a D4 dispenser right now, this could be another great tool just to get an idea about what dosing should be on a particular chemical. The final section we're going to cover is something that's just fairly new, just been added, but it's a chemical product selector. So it's kind of like a troubleshooting tree in that you can pick out a different category that area that you want to clean, what type of product, if it's a degreaser in this case, and it's going to ask you a few more questions. Is it for general cleaning, oven cleaner, do you want it ready to use or not? And then it just gives you selections to go from there. An example of just going into the floor cleaners. Asks you what kind of floor you have, and do you want a multi-purpose cleaner or a safer choice item, and then it's just going to give you a selection to choose from. So again, this would be pretty handy out in the field if you're looking for some specific cleaning needs. Hopefully this video has helped you become a little bit more comfortable in navigating the AutoChlor app. It should help you over time become more independent in the field, whether it's working on the dish machine equipment or getting product information to customers quickly. We look forward to seeing what new content AutoChlor adds in the future.